Hello everyone, today we have a different type of video. We're going to do an unboxing and building of a nanoblock. The one we have today is New York from the City series. It's a very large one, as the ones from the City series are, with 1,480 pieces. It says the difficulty level is 4 out of 5, so I'm not expecting the most challenging, but I'm still expecting a challenge. Now, the detail you can see on this build is not as good as it could be, but that's just because there's so many different builds inside this one kit that all go together into this one basic platform. On the back, we can see there's 9 different distinct monuments. I can't list them all out, but they do all look pretty nice. The total height of the build is 107 millimeters. The width is 192, and the length is 240 millimeters. This is the Nanoblock number NB033, and it's the second installment in the City series. So let's begin to unbox it. First we have the instructions, and then our bricks. So I'll sort these bricks out and I'll resume the video. Okay, we have all our bricks set up nicely in their packets. I left these in their packets because I'm not sure if I'm going to have to mix them, and if it would be to my detriment to mix them. Some of them are already out of their packet, such as these. These are the building block ones. We're going to be using these first, so they're the most important to have out. And before we begin building, let's take a look at the instruction manual. And the instruction manual right here has the same information as the box and contains 77 different steps. Let's begin building. To judge the New York nanoblock build, we're going to be using 3 criteria: difficulty, design, and detail. Starting with difficulty, I would consider this a 9 out of 10, we'll give it. And for my reasoning, I'd give that some of the builds were fairly difficult to do, but overall, it's mostly the scale of what you had to build that gave it this rating. Although I don't think the small buildings were as difficult, it was only the quantity of them that constituted this rating. Second, for the design, I'll give this one a 10 out of 10, considering that they were able to fit the entirety of New York into one basic build. I understand that not every building and not every monument was put on there, but with the limit in pieces that they could give me and the limit in space that I had to build in, I think they did a fairly good job of putting everything into one build. And lastly, in the terms of detail, I'll give this one again a 9 out of 10. I'm not sure they could have done better, but I think if they had lowered the number of different monuments that they had put on the build, then they could have added more features to the buildings that were cast aside as extras on the side of the ones there. I feel like they may have been too short and seem mostly like a side note rather than a part of the actual build. Overall, that is a 28 out of 30, and I think that is a fairly good rating. This series is new, so I don't really have anything to compare by, so I think we'll have this as the benchmark if this series continues. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a like. If you enjoyed this and other videos on the channel, please consider subscribing. The next video will be hopefully making copper chloride. And with that said, see you next week, month, or whenever I have time to make a new video, and goodbye.